It's a new month, so you know what that means. New month equals new shelf. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know you're wondering, why is my hair wet? We'll get to that in a second. But first, it's time to change out the collector shelf. It's May, and I'll give you a little hint where we're going to go with for our shelf, my little figurine over there. But let's get some lights in here. Clap on. Hold on one second. Much better. Now, let me fix this positioning here just a little bit. Don't want to give you too much of a peek. But as you can see, I've already started doing some things here, and we'll talk about that over there in a minute. The room is a little different, that's true. But let's focus on this collector's shelf. So first things first, we're going to take everything down off the shelf for the month of April. This shelf breakdown takes a little bit of time, so we're going to go ahead and speed things up a bit. Now I did go and get that Barbie Basics Ken doll. He's very cute and I'm going to debox him, but maybe I'll wait a little while because this seems a little difficult. Boy, they really do put work into that. Oh yeah, and about the hair, it's wet because guess what month it is? It's Mermaid. What is Mermaid, you ask? It's simple. It's a month-long art challenge in May where artists create mermaid-themed artwork daily, celebrating creativity and community. Now, Mermaid is an annual art challenge that takes place throughout the month of May where artists from around the world draw or animate mermaids. The name Mermaid combines mermaid and May, reflecting its focus and timing. Participants are encouraged to create a mermaid-inspired piece every day. Even creating one artwork during the month counts as participation. And sharing on social media with the hashtags like hashtag mermaid or hashtag mermaid 2026 is very common. Here is a list for this year's theme of Mystical Mermaid for 2026. Each day has a different theme or prompt that they ask participants to draw their mermaids for. I normally will participate in this on my Dollstagram page and use the prompts and pose my dolls and take photographs accordingly. Here I am dressed as a mermaid at VCon 2023, I think it is, along with my mini. And yes, I did sew my minis and my pants to make them look like mermaid tails. More about that later. Let's get back into this collector shelf and changing out all the dolls. Starting out with my very favorite, most wonderful merman of all times, King Ocean. Now, my King Ocean doll did come out of the packaging. I have used him in storylines. When I did the mermaid storyline for He Saved Me, He Came by Sea or something like that. I can't remember. It was a hashtag type thing. But I do keep his things separate, and for the most part, he does stay in his box. What did I do with his extra pieces? Perhaps a sip from my mermaid cup would help me remember where I put his additional pieces. Just look at all the detailing in this tail. Isn't this fabulous? I love the iridescence. And I did have someone 3D print him a Triton, what's that thing? A trident. And wait, There we go. Here's the pieces. I keep them in a little Barbie bag because they kept falling off. Moving right along, let's go ahead and speed things up a bit again. Now, I do think that the Barbie movie that came out missed the opportunity to make the Dua Lipa Barbie mermaid. I know she's supposed to look like this one over here on the right, but I would have liked for one that had her face sculpt, kind of like the other ones that were in the movie where like President Barbie had her own face sculpt and Barbie that was the stereotypical Barbie had her own face sculpt as well. Now, I actually do have the Barbie that was supposed to be representative for the Mermaid Barbie from the Barbie movie, but she is actually a mini me for one of my Dolly friends from my Barbie club that I'm in. So she will forever be that face sculpt, and then I'll just use the tail with some other head sculpt. I don't know yet. And Mattel, if you are listening, I would like a Dua Lipa face sculpt for the Mermaid Barbie from the Barbie movie. Thank you very much. I just feel like it was a missed opportunity. Now I know I have a Barbie from out of the country. I just don't know where she is mixed up in all of this. I can't even see all the way back there. One second. Ah, yes, my rusty trusty stool because I can't find my mini stool. I don't know where I put it, but this is good enough so I can get up here on this shelf and look all the way in the back for this other mermaid doll that I have. And here she is, the Barbie Dreamtopia mermaid doll with blue tail. Now, this doll was actually not sold in the US, so I got it from BarbieCon from one of my dear dolly friends across the pond. This mermaid doll has green eyes and brown hair. Very rare for Barbies, for the mermaids. I even had it signed by its designer, Angel, at BarbieCon. Okay, now that we got everybody down, we have to put everybody else back up on the shelf. And here we go. And here is my extremely large packaging of Ariel live action and all of her sisters, some of which I kept in the box, which is why I had to buy two sets, and some that I took out. Okay, so I have this one out of the box. This is Karina. And then I have this one out of the box. This one is, I think it's Perla. And then this one out of the box. This is Caspia. And whoopsies, there goes Alan from the Barbie movie. But anyway, enough about him. Let's look into this one. This is the play set that had Ursula and King Triton along with the live action Ariel. I did want to get two of these, but I missed out on it. And because I did want to pop that head off. Here's the back of the box. Doesn't it look fabulous? I also have this vintage sea princess Barbie. She's not a mermaid, but I figured since she's got this beautiful coloring on the bottom of her dress and the sparkles, She gives very much mermaid, and so does her back of her box. Look at that artwork. Okay, now let's start lining these dolls up on the front of the collector shelf to get ready for mermaid. Oh, I forgot to mention that I did get a lot of my mermaids that were designed by Angel signed by him at the last VCon. Here we are together at one of the dinners. I dressed as a mermaid, so of course we had to take a photo. And of course, since King Ocean is my favorite merfolk out of all my collection, he has to go front and center, so I get him seated right, and I'll put all his accessories on later. With his hair and this trident, perfection. Okay, we have to get through this, so let's speed things up a little bit as I fill in the gaps to make sure that all the mermaids are on the front and everybody else is in the back or on top. Now, I do have this Barbie box. This has illumination on top, and it comes with these different slides that go in the back. We had the rocker one for April, for the month of April, but there is one in here, I think, that has a beach scene. I love this one right here. These are the backs of the other two, but we're going to go with this just because it has a beach scene, and I'm going to put a mermaid in there. Can you guess which one? Yes, it's Mini Jenny dressed as a mermaid with her little mermaid outfit on and her braids. I actually got this outfit from BarbieCon 2024 when it was in Orlando. So I think she's a perfect addition to my mermaid-esque collector shelf. Okay, and just like that, we're all done. Let's take a look at the finished project of my collector shelf for MerMay. Oh, yes. And before I forget, I have this little Christmas ornament that I keep downstairs year round. She is a little black mermaid on her shell phone. She is gorgeous. Look at that detail on her face, cute little cheeks, pink lips, and the hair. This tail is so glittery and sparkly, and of course, my favorite color, green. So she stays up year round, looking over all of the dolls, making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do, and making phone calls to the police as needed.
But first, let me take a selfie. Let me take a selfie.
Okay, I know you saw it. Down below my collector's shelf, I have a decorated main street for the Mermaid Parade. Of course, this is my full display that we did back on May 1st, where I invited other Dollstagrammers to post pictures of like mermaid s floats. There's my invitation and directions to where to get to the parade. There's the mayor of my doll town. We had pirates there. The kids dressed up for the event as well. And we had there's King Triton, and of course we have Ursula. Do you guys think they were really brother and sister? I've always wondered that. Anyway, so I have this sign here that has glitter in it, and it says unicorns are real, the mermaids told me so, and I fully believe in that. So we're going to keep that on our float here, and let's take a look at the other floats that we have on display. There's Caspia out of the box. Of course, Aquanisha, our ambassador for the mermaid folk and her family, Tidalante, Tyrone, and Periwinkle. This sign actually is pretty funny. It says, mermaids do not concern themselves with the thoughts of shrimp. I don't know why, I just thought it was cute. So I stuck it in there with the jewelry store. I also have some decorations that do light up, like this mask that I got that's very mermaid-esque from the $1.25 store. Here's a little sign that the kiddos made to invite everyone to the Mermaid Parade back on May 1st. And there's Prince Eric over there supporting his girl. And the dolls even brought out their own mini dolls, mermaids and stuff to show off to the mermaids as they progress down Main Street. And there's my Perla hybrid doll. She's got Perla's tail and a different head sculpt, and Caspia is sitting next to her. Then there's also back on the float a Tamika hybrid with Tamika's tail on a different head sculpt, along with Indira's tail on a different head sculpt. I even made little snacks for the little kiddos as they came out to the parade, little different mermaid-esque snacks like Lay's, Cheetos, and Doritos. And of course, they are giving them out for free from Hannah's Sweet Escape for all the kiddos attending the parade. And this here is a seahorse that I made out of a old Barbie horse that had one broken leg. I cut the rest of the legs off, spray painted him blue, sewed him a tail with elastic to go around the nape of his neck, and put wire hangers in there to curl the tail, thus giving us a wonderful seahorse for our parade. I also made a beach scene over here, but first let me show you this real quick.
To the mermaid, hey, hey. Everybody make the boat rock, rock, rock. Everybody make the boat rock, 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 rock. Flip. Do the the boat rock, rock, rock. Everybody make the boat rock, 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 rock. Do the surf.
Okay, now let's go to the beach. Teal is here to serve refreshing drinks and snacks to the beachgoers. He's here early to set up. And I have these little lights that I got from the $1.25 tree store to accent the little hut. I used more $1.25 tree store lights that were blue to put inside of this waterfall here to give it a little shimmery effect. Now where's the battery pack? And here's another one of our celebrity Barbies enjoying her yacht with her mermaid figurines. Here's an overview of our beach scene. Now let's go underwater. Humans above have no idea that the mermaids below are enjoying a little lunch. What do mermaids eat? Sushi, of course. If you have been following me on Instagram for the years, you may have recognized this mermaid grotto I made several years ago, complete with its own treasure chest. And yes, I did use a live action mermaid little Ariel's tail for this with a different head because I had to use her head for a body on land. Yeah, I know. And here are my $1.25 tree store mermaids. I have one of all the colors that they offer, and they only come out in the month of May. Here they are talking to their shark friend. This one's my favorite because she's green. Come on, girl, stand up here. Put your hands down. Get your shark under control. And over here in the corner is the elusive color reveal merman. I did not do the color reveal on his tail because I actually like the way his tail looks better this way. He actually is a character, so I do pop his head off after May. But his tail is splendid. Look at that tail. Here's a photo that I took showing the underwater and the beach scene together to show the contrast. I absolutely love this scene. Yes, shortly after taking all the time to put together that entire mermaid parade and the mermaid scene, the underwater grotto, my basement flooded. I actually was in the process of putting together a neighborhood for my dolls that are main characters, but I had to pull everything up, including the paper that was down for the street and the sidewalks, to take everything upstairs, lay on the deck to dry. It was a lot, and I was defeated. Since then, the pipe has been repaired, and so now I will go on to rebuild my doll neighborhood. And moving on, if you follow me for a while on Dollsgram, you know that my favorite mermaids are these spicy little mermaids from the wonderful movie called Peter Pan. I adore these mermaids because this is how I think mermaids are. They're not very nice. So, of course, I had to take some integrity dolls, make them some green tails like the mermaids in Peter Pan, and reenact the entire scene with my favorite line of all movie time.
Just imagine real life mermaids.
Would you like to meet him?
Oh, Peter, I'd love to.
All right, come on.
It's Peter. Oh! Hello, Peter. Hello, Peter.
Hello, girls.
I'm so glad to see you. Why did you stay away so long? Did you miss me? Tell us one of your adventures. Something exciting.
Want to hear about the time I cut off Hook's hand, threw it to the crocodile?
Oh, I've always liked that one. Me too.
Well, there I was on Marooner's Rock, surrounded by
Oh,
40
Peter.
or 50 pirates.
Oh, she.
Huh? Her? Oh, that's Wendy.
Oh, good. What's she doing here? And in her night dress, too. Come on, dearie. Join us for a swim. Oh, please, I'm not dressed. Oh, but you must. We insist. No, please. Too good for us, eh? You dare to come near me again?
Wendy! Wendy! Hey, we're just having a little fun. Weren't you, girls?
That's all. We were only trying to drown her.
You see?
Well, if you think for 1 minute that I'm going to put up with it.
Hold it, Wendy.
Did you catch that? My all time favorite movie line is, "We were only trying to drown her." Hilarious. Hilarious. Anyways, here's a blast from the past with our mermaid ambassador, Aquanisha.
Come, come, come to the sea of love. Come, 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 come with me, my love, to the sea, the sea.
Thank you for joining me on my mermaid adventure. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you here next time on At Mama Bear Jenny Dolls. Sea slugs and fishes.